Hey guys, Bill coming back at you again with another video. Today we're going to check out the new seedlings that we dropped last week. We're going to spray for the third week the variegated albino black gorillas, try to get some pollen and seeds. And we're also going to be top dressing the 14 photoperiods in the 12-12 from the start experiment grow. All right, guys, so first off, let's check out these seedlings. Last time you seen them, they were still seeds hanging in a bag in the tent. Let's check them out this week. All right, so here we have them here. All of them germinated perfectly. Now, these are Peach Sherbet OG from Perfect Tree. And as you can see, they're all doing really well here. Now, we started these to replace the Critical Magic that we were growing in the 5x5. We had to dispose of those due to human error. And if you want to know why, head back to last week's video, check it out, and you'll see why we had to dispose of those. So these will be going in here. This is the 5x5. We're going to be growing them under the Mars Hydro FC6500 Evo using the Mars Hydro drip system as well as their brand new drainage system, which I did use for the first week that those Critical Magic were in here, and it worked phenomenally. Really nice setup, and in conjunction with the drip system, it makes a really nice, really affordable automated system. So that's where these are going to be going. We have this tent all cleaned up, scrubbed down. We also used some UV light, UVC with ozone, so no mites were able to survive in here. So it should be as clean as it can get. As far as the drip system, now I do have that hooked up to the Mars Hydro iHub Pro. We can see it right there plugged into the watering outlet, and that works phenomenally. Now, I got to say, I wasn't sure with these smart products, whether it's their iHub Pro or their iControl. I wasn't sure, being kind of an old school, older guy, I wasn't sure if I could get used to using the app and all that stuff. But I got to say, it works phenomenally, and it keeps everything in one place, which I actually really am enjoying. So I hooked the drainage system up here. We can see the watering plug here is on the timer. It's off right now, comes on 3 times a day. And this is the schedule I have it set for. Every 8 hours, the drippers will come on for 3 minutes, and then they'll turn off. And then the drainage system will take over any runoff that we get, which we get a fair bit in 3 minutes. That's what I want. I want lots of runoff. It will go into this box here. A little pump in there will kick on, and it will send it right back out of the tent into the reservoir onto the side. Really excited to do a full grow with this system. I know it's going to work fantastically. And the price, it's really cheap for a system like this. So if you're interested in this or any of Mars Hydro's products, whether it is their oscillating fans, their lights, their inline duct fans, their drip systems, their sensor systems, which I really like these two. We have our power sensor here. We have a soil sensor here. And we also have our temperature and humidity and CO2 all hooked up here. Again, all on the app. Super easy to use. So we're not going to plant these in there this week. We're going to give them another week to build their roots out a little bit. And we have 6. We only need 4. So what I'm going to do with the extra 2 is I'm going to start a deep water culture grow next week as well. I got 2 new DWC water buckets, deep water culture buckets. I'm going to set them up in the 2.5x5. And we're going to plant 2 of them, random 2. And we're just going to see how these grow in deep water culture compared to the drip system and drainage system, which is also a hydroponic sort of system. So it'll be interesting to check that out. Now, let's go in for the third week in a row. We're going to spray some silver thiosulfate on the variegated albino black gorillas. All right, so here we have in the Mars Hydro 3x3. We're running this grow under the Mars Hydro FCE 4800. A couple years old now, but still running strong. So for 2 weeks, we've been spraying this plant with silver thiosulfate. Now, I have enough left of it to do another spray. And so that's what we're going to do today. We're going to concentrate more on the buds. I was just kind of spraying everything and getting everything soaking wet. And people were saying, well, concentrate more on the actual bud site. So that's what I'm going to try to do today. I do have another bottle ordered coming in. Should be here for next week. So I may even do another couple of weeks of spray with this. Just to be on the safe side. I need for this to work. Let's go ahead and we'll start spraying things down. Like I said, we'll concentrate more on the actual bud sites and not just the entire plant. Now, I don't have a lot of this left, which is why, sorry, my camera work is kind of shoddy here. But yeah, so I do have that other stuff coming in, and hopefully we'll be able to spray it again next week, and maybe even the following week. I wanted to check too, these are 2 weeks into flower, so I wanted to update on the flowering situation. Are they going into flower yet? Well, with these albinos, the buds are pretty small, to be fair, and it is actually kind of hard to tell when they're in flower because the bud sites are so small. I'm getting to the end here, guys. Not too much left in this bottle, so it's really hard to tell. We'll come back in the next week or two. We should be able to see more of the flower production, and hopefully we should be able to see some pollen sacs being started on this plant here, which of course will pollinate this plant here, and hopefully we get some extra pollen to put away in case we want to experiment with it. So we've done what we need to do today, sprayed this one again. We're out of juice. We have some more coming in next week. We'll probably come in and do it again. All right, so last but not least, let's go check out the 4x4 with the 14 photoperiods on a 12-12 light schedule experiment. All right, guys, here we are in the Mars Hydro 4x4. We're growing this lot under the Mars Hydro FC 4800 Evo. Now, this is the top of the line of the FC series, and it works phenomenally. We've used it quite a few times with great success every time without fail. And we're also using the eye control system here with this one, which a little different than the iHub Pro. We actually have a screen on this one, and you can control everything here through the screen as well. But I have to say, it is actually easier to use the app. So again, as an old guy, I really do recommend the app. There's a tiny bit of a learning curve there, but if I can get it, you can get it. So here we can see the ppfd, we can see the soil temperature, soil moisture, and if we click here, we can see the temperature, humidity, VPD, and CO2. So everything here is on the screen. Now let's check out these 14 photoperiods that we have growing in the kiddie pool. This grow was started as an experiment. Right from seed, right from germination, these plants have been on a 12-12 light cycle. I was just curious how long it would take for them to go into flower, and we've found that out so far. They are now 5 weeks since they've been in here. At about 3, they started to go into flower. Some were a little slower than others, and some are doing just fantastic. This one here, I would say, is probably close to 2 weeks in flower already, whereas if you come over to, say, this one here, this one is, you know, barely a week into flower, maybe about a week. So they all did flip a little bit at different times, but at 3 weeks they were all showing signs of flower. Now what we need to do this week is we mix this soilless media with some organic nutrients, and we're going to go ahead now and we're going to top dress. Now that they're in the flower, they're going to want a little bit more PK instead of the nitrogen. They want a little bit more phosphorus and potassium, so that's what we're going to give them, and I'll show you exactly what we're using on this grow, and that is the Black Swallow Living Soils Organic Bloom Mix. Now you can see here we have our NPK 2%, 5%, and 4%. I do use Gaia Green sometimes. I started using this not too long ago, and I got to say I really like it. For one, it has biochar in it as well, which is really good for plant development. And it's also granulated, so it's not as messy to mix. The Gaia Green, it works fantastic, but when you put it on, it's a very fine powder. You're not supposed to breathe that stuff in. With this here being granulated, it has barely any dust in the air at all, so I really like using this just a little bit better. So that's what we're going to go ahead. If we look at the instructions for pots, planters, and containers, it's telling us use 1 tablespoon per gallon. So we're going to use about a cup and a half of this in the 4x4 kiddie pool grow. In order to do this, I'm going to hand you off to my beautiful girlfriend. She's going to try to get down there so that I can show you exactly how we top dress with organic nutrients. Okay, so we have our Black Swallow organic nutrients here. I have a cup here so you can see this is what it looks like here. It's granular. It's not a fine powder. So all we do when we top dress, guys, is we're going to go in here and we're just going to try to evenly spread this. There's a little bit of powder, a little bit of dust there, but nothing compared to the some of the other stuff. And we'll go ahead, we'll just turn this around and try to, I know you're not going to see this little part here, but we're just going to try to distribute this as evenly as we can over this big pot of soil. Now this kiddie pool is actually only holding about 30 gallons of actual grow media. So we're going to use about a cup and a half, maybe just a little bit more than a half. So we got a little bit more than half there. So we'll go ahead and continue to just evenly spread it throughout. Pretty good there, I think. Some right in the center. That's the first step. Now all we have to do is take our little fingers and we're just going to scratch this into the top of the soil. So we want to get down there about an inch or so and just kind of mix that in with that top layer. Now by doing this, it won't dry out. The soil moisture will help to break down those organics so that they're actually available to the plant. It takes some time, so you really want to do this before the plant needs it, as opposed to synthetic, which is readily available to the plant. If you see a problem, you can fix it right away. With this here, you really want to do this a little sooner than when the plants actually need it, so it has time to break down from its organic form into a form that is available that the plants can take up and actually use. So very simple. I think you guys get the idea here. I know a lot of you do grow organically already, but I also know a lot of people just grow synthetics, and I have nothing against synthetics. That's how I started out doing my grows, was mostly synthetic nutrients, and I'm still using synthetic when it comes to the deep water culture I'm going to start, as well as the drip system that is using cronk nutrients, which is mixed right into the reservoir, and the dripper distributes that through the plants. So there we have it, guys. Pretty much done here. Doesn't take long. Now this will last a good month, maybe even more. We may not have to touch it again at all, but I probably will top dress a little bit more in about a month's time, and that should be enough to finish the entire grow. So really easy way to grow and very effective as well. All right, guys, so there we have it. We got the seedlings getting ready to go into their final homes next week. We'll check the albinos next week, see if we see any pollen sacs starting on the one that we sprayed with silver thiol sulfate. We'll also be setting up the deep water culture grow next week, and we'll probably take a peek in at the 4x4 kiddie pool grow and see how those plants are doing in there as well. So thanks for watching, guys. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. Remember to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and we'll see you on the next one. Happy growing.